Well, salutations and welcome to the Cars, Bars, and Guitars podcast, episode
96.
He's Steve.
I'm AJ. What?
Steve, who are we brought to you today by?
Wife's new job. Starting
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yay! Have you heard back from your job?
Negative.
Well, they say that good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
I'm trying
this
to-
is pushing a year, so there's that.
That's only...
and also, return of the Lowe's Foods in Harrisburg Beerance.
Yes.
So, everything in the carts in the middle back of the store is half price.
Why didn't you just roll the entire cart up front?
I picked and choose.
Steve, what are you
And,
drinking?
and still broke three figures, so
Yes.
there's that.
Yeah. So before we get started on what you brought, so it can be properly colded, what are we drinking?
Given that we're a day away from the beginning of fall, it seems only appropriate to drink fall-type beers. So I happen to have a Sam Adams Oktoberfest, and you have a Sam Adams Jack O' Pumpkin Ale. Or also how I got kicked out of a pumpkin patch.
You're supposed to not get caught. An illegal, just a sick bird.
Whoops.
Cheers. I don't think Sam, other than you don't like cherry wheat, which
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like it, Sam Adams pretty much across the board's pretty...
Yeah, whatever
good.
their spring offering was pretty lacking, but
What was that called?
that's how much I care for it. It doesn't matter.
Touche. Well, it's going to bother me now that I don't remember.
But spring's not a strong beer season anyway.
It's all like easy drinking like sessions and like 4%ers and shit like that. I think that's probably my least favorite one. I think definitely fall, but winter and fall are interchangeable to me. That's one A and 1B for me. I mean, because I tend to like the stouts and the heavy shit. I'll drink a stout and it's 100 degrees outside because I did that in Vegas. So Steve, we're thinking about getting Emmy a new car. We're thinking about getting an HRV and found a brand new one at Tim Marburger in Albemarle. A blue one.
It's like that name rings a bell.
Yeah, blue one, sport, 23,270. And the thing about the HRVs, they don't have a lot of options that you can have.
Really, choice of drivetrain and leather or not, nav or not. I don't know if they still offer a manual, but she wouldn't be interested in that.
They don't offer manual, and actually they all have nav now, and they all have sunroof, which is interesting.
Of course, with Honda, a Sport is more higher trim than a Mazda Sport or a Jeep Sport. But once again, the griping of Sport as a trim line is incredibly vague. Or sometimes it's a completely different model. See also Nissan Rogue Sport, Land Rover Discovery Sport.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. And the off-center license plate bothers me. I mean, it bothered me on the Wrangler, but at least it's all the way to one side, and it's not like...
Yeah, instead of this
20%.
35, 65 nonsense.
I have no idea why they approved that.
It would look a lot better on a European tag.
Yeah, it would probably take up...
3x18 instead of 6x12.
Right, yeah, it'd probably look
better.
a little bit better, but that's still... Well, you can get, like, roof rack and, like, the basket and, like, side... There's options, but there's not a lot of... Like, fully loaded, you'd probably be at 30, but at that point, you might as well just get a CRV. So the Harveys go LX, Sport, EX, EXL. And EXL has like leather and lane keep assist and all that stupid shit that you should be paying attention to the road anyway.
Huh?
Well, Brian said his Supra has it, and he turns it off because if you want to, he's up like 2 o'clock in the morning and you're on the interstate, you're not going to always use your signal. Nobody's around you. It'll try to fight you back into the lane.
Yeah, Mac encountered the same thing on his Civic. My car being a 17, it will beep at you, but not attempt to correct your steering. It's like, well, there's a button here. Click. No more beeping. Problem solved.
They should integrate it in the system that it beeps at you, but then if you have an accident or run into somebody, it goes, told you so.
Ooh.
So, Steve, off camera, you told me you had a Suzuki come through
Yes.
Carvana, and it wasn't a bike.
Nope. This would be the second Suzuki of any sort I've seen there, given that they've been off the U.S. market for roughly a decade.
Jesus, it was, yeah.
Earlier, we did have an SX4, the little hatchback, and yesterday's model was not even a Suzuki at all, but instead of Frontier by a different name, the Equator.
Yeah.
Henceforth, that beer, also named the Equator. And this beer is not it, because this is the Southern Strain Local Vein Pilsner, courtesy of brewery I went to opening day 2 years ago. Have no idea if they're even still functional after, the everything.
I'm on it.
And Kalen's previous employer was a stakeholder in that operation, and that brewery burned a lot of time getting opened, and the tentative office space they were going to have there fell through. But it was a lovely operation, and we never made it back there again. Whoops.
I don't think I've had anything from Southern Strain before. Well, yeah, they're still open and still releasing new shit, like this Friday.
Cool. I submitted a bunch of artwork for coasters or koozies or something,
that.
and nothing became of it.
They don't have an appreciation for fine art. That's all it is.
Whatever dozen things I could draw in the course of a drunken afternoon is more like it.
It can be both.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Have not. Let's say this one's from where? Lost Worlds.
Lost
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
Never seen that. I've only seen the first Jurassic Park.
I've seen 93 Jurassic Park, Lost World, and the first Jurassic World.
How is it?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's a Jurassic Park movie.
It's dinosaurs. I mean,
yeah.
I have a habit of watching shit in the wrong order. Like, I saw Saw 3 first, and then I saw 1, and then I saw 2. I saw Die Hard with a Vengeance before I saw Die Hard 1. And I love Die Hard with a Vengeance because, well, Samuel L. Jackson's in it, too. I have this really weird habit of just watching shit in the wrong order.
Pretty sure I saw Ghostbusters the cartoon before Ghostbusters 2, before Ghostbusters 1. Never saw what Abomination came out 5 years ago, but whenever Afterlife comes on, I will be very happy to see that.
Yeah, why remake it in a different way just to do
and
it?
Just completely ruinate it in the
also
process.
See Ocean's
8.
Yeah, but actually, come to think of it, I think I saw Ocean. With
the Ocean's movies, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. By the way,
it's pretty much the same fucking thing. The room is a little bit emptier for those of you watching. The green guitar is gone. She's sold. And then guy shows up. We don't negotiate price at all. I meet him. Hey, will you take this? It was $25 less. And I'm like, man, I wanted to say so bad. I was like, man, I drove out here. You could you not have told me before we got here? Are you hurting that badly for that $25 fucking dollars?
Yeah.
I hate that so fucking much. Like, I don't know. I can't fucking stand that shit. That just bothers the piss out of me. But
24 off, no more.
I should have just took it was already like on the ground leaning up against his car. I should have took it back. Nope. Put it right back on my shoulder, but I'm non-confrontational. And I guess at that point, it's like, if $25 means that much to you, then go ahead. It's fine.
Need your next tank of gas that badly, then maybe don't buy this guitar.
In his douche truck, yeah, he needed the tank, yeah.
A brodozer?
Yeah. I had a new windshield put in the Wrangler, but since last time, actually I had it done yesterday.
I am 4 months overdue for that myself. Whoops.
And then on the way home, I hit 20 bugs. I counted them, and I cleaned my windshield off when I was like, what the fuck kind of... The universe is a dick sometimes. I texted it to Brian. He's like, dude, where the fuck did you go? This is just $485, man. I have no idea. But now I have an OEM windshield. So I thought about, Emily's like, is it guaranteed? I was like, no, you just have to pay up to the deductible just like you would. So I said, what I should have done is get the cheap windshield. And as soon as he put it in, take a sledgehammer. Hey, can I get the OEM windshield? Something insurance fraud?
Yeah, that sounds quite messed up.
But it took him 20 minutes to put it in. So he's like, yeah, we love doing Jeeps. Figured so. Big square piece of glass.
Yeah.
No curves on that. No curves on her. She blocky. She blocky. You got any more car tales or life tales before we get into the lot of news?
Had my 3 rounds of interviews for imaginary job finally coming true, and no further word after everything sure felt like it went nicely.
I think
all the signs point to yes, but when?
They do. It just, I don't know what to tell you because I wouldn't be patient either. So I can be your
this has been
moral bear support.
Deal. This has been quite nerve-wracking. I've been even more a tired, irritable mess than usual.
I don't think you're irritable, but I don't live with you. And even when we did, we weren't usually, unless we were like watching something together or eating. It was kind of like you do your own thing, I'll do my own thing, and then we'll just like meet in the middle.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, Steve, I got a lot of fucking news for you. So,
ooh,
you ready for a lot of news? Just call me Huey. How many Huey Lewis songs could you name if you really had to without looking it up?
It's all right, but it's all right.
Want a new drug?
Power Love.
That's right, Power Love. God damn, what was? We're not good at that game.
The heart of rock and roll is still beating.
Hey. All right, Steve. So we got some news. 100-year-old Eddie Hughes of Lecoq, United Kingdom, was gifted.
Sounds more like a French town.
Indeed. Was gifted the Bentley S3 he used to chauffeur clients around in 1964. The Bentley he used to drive people around. He's 100 years old, so that was his birthday present he was given. That's pretty cool. And if you don't know what a Bentley S3 looks like, it's pretty fucking cool. Good luck finding parts for that son of a bitch.
Yeah. So was that during the Rolls interchange years?
I want to say it is. By the way, whose cat was that on your tablet?
Random image of cute thing for revolving wallpaper.
Okay, so you have a revolve.
Yep. Looks just like a 60s Rolls.
Indeed. I think it was it a big, it was a convertible, right? Was that convertible? Or?
This particular one appears to be a 4-door luxury barge.
Okay. I couldn't tell from the front because it was green.
If you had that and a Silver Ghost side by side, I couldn't tell them apart.
No. Although I always like the names of Rolls Royces. I always thought they got the names.
Instead, Audi had to rip off the S3 name later.
Yeah, but I think different purposes there. Well, S is the sport version of the A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But all of the sedans are A's.
That's true. And they all look exactly the same, except just a little bigger, just like the picture says. Hey. Well, Steve, 2 joyriders near Jackson, Mississippi, found a dead body in the trunk of the car that they stole. And so as to
sounds more like a sorrow ride.
And so as to not get in trouble for murder also, they had to turn themselves in for stealing the car. And evidently the keys were in the ignition and the car was like running. Somebody went in to get, and it was just 2 teens. But there you go. Moral of the story.
You heard it here, folks. Don't steal cars.
Yep, yeah. I don't even know what kind of car it was. Didn't even read the article.
Is this the case of it's okay, the AC's running and the body's listening to its favorite music?
Probably. Drowning pool. What was I going to say? Fuck me.
Off air.
All right. I don't remember. Anyway, moving on. Ford has confirmed the Bronco Raptor for next year.
In other words, water's wet.
And
it's just a thing that everyone's really excited about and very few will bother to afford.
And in my mind, I'm thinking dinosaur head with a horse body, horse head with a dinosaur body, dinosaurs. We're gonna so
it's like that thing I drew last night, the Truckosaurus.
It would be the Truckosaurus. So a Bronco Raptor. So the Raptor is small, like the dinosaur, small compared to most dinosaurs,
yeah.
Right? So.
Which is funny when the F-150 Raptor is massive.
So I'm thinking a bipedal horse with big shit coming out of like its gills. That's gonna be something you have to draw because you don't want me to draw that. Bar fucking none. This was a surprise though.
I was gonna get all the wires crossed and just have a horse head on a T-Rex body with the tiny arms.
Make it tiny legs too, because that would be
horse legs instead of dinosaur legs.
Horse front legs and then tiny rear legs. What the penny farthing? This one was a surprise to me, though. Volkswagen Group is considering bringing back the International Scout as an all-electric alternative to the Wrangler and Bronco.
So you can have an even less reliable Volkswagen?
Yeah, your all-electric German SUV.
You know, with the Carolina Squat Ban coming into effect in 3 months, would that also affect a penny farthing bicycle?
I don't think so. It's like all penny farthings henceforth has to have the same size
wheels.
Same size wheels. So really tiny wheels or just really, really big wheels. I'm thinking really, really
Option
big
2.
wheels. Yeah, but slam it and have like the frame dragging, but have like tucked.
Oh, it'd be like a penny farthing Stingray.
That would be
a tank bicycle.
That sounds like a chapter in the Kama Sutra. I didn't realize Volkswagen actually owned the publishing rights to International Scout, because I'm pretty sure International was
make sense because
AMC, right? Or it was American.
International, I do believe, an American company, and that was one of the few customer products they had. That and the Travelall that could easily be mistaken for a '70s Suburban.
Okay,
they were kind of the original sport utility manufacturer, concurrent with early Jeep offerings, but doing so way fewer.
It was 4-door, right?
The Travelall, I think, was a 4-door,
okay.
And the Scouts were 2-door convertibles. My old roommate in Raleigh had one, and I don't think I ever got around to riding in it because it was broken a lot.
That vintage American engineering.
Yeah.
Body on front.
One of the girls I dated about a decade ago had an International Scout and daily a Beetle. Newer Beetle though, but still was.
You know, they did the design was good.
Yeah,
for what it was. I mean, but I like the newer one after the new Beetle that had the flatter fender flares.
Yeah,
it actually looked pretty good, but Volkswagen's not a beacon of reliability.
It's still a Beetle.
A Beetle. Are you still looking at the Beetle or the Bentley?
The roller, the Rolls Royce.
What was the engine? What was it? Was it a 6.75 liter V12?
This one appears to be a 6.2. So apparently this one lost a little displacement upon being a Bentley.
Or it was before the 6 3/4.
And the curb rate was right. Curb rate?
Crub weight.
Its heaviness is on par with your Jeep at 4,200 pounds.
Okay, which is hilarious because I don't know. It's probably bigger or longer at least, and uncut. What?
Yeah, South Park. Yeah, 212 inches long.
I can't remember how many.
That's pushing 18 feet.
The Wrangler's 18 feet long. I really don't. I think my garage is only. I don't know. Don't ask me to remember
20-ish.
Shit. Yeah, something like that. Actually, I think it's a perfect 20 by 20. Lucid Air EV. Have you heard of them?
Heard it.
Yep.
Do not know what it looks like.
Pretty handsome. It's damn sight better looking than a Tesla. I like it. It's not bad.
It looks like the car from Top Gear 3000.
And that's not a bad thing, is it?
Indifferent. It's kind of a big squished electric car. Like, all right. Kimco did this in 1994.
I played way more Top Gear 2 than
3000. 3000 was not nearly as entertaining.
I seem to remember the soundtrack being worse and the cars being worse.
Yeah. Top Gear 1 had the different options of cars,
sure.
And Top Gear 2 had the more customization options.
Uh-huh.
And 3 is like, all right, we're going to make this all futuristic, and the future looks weird.
It taught me that Turbo Boost has a button you can press on your steering wheel in your car, and when you run out, I happened to be in the story on one time. Turbo Boost ran out on me.
Ooh, sounds like a more severe problem.
It was, but I got to where I could do a complete turbo swap in 30 minutes on that thing because it was right on top.
Nice.
Like now, you fucking forget about it. But Lucid Air EV scores a EPA best ever test of 520 miles of range on a single charge.
The things you can do when your doors are the batteries, your roof is the batteries, your floor is the batteries, your batteries are batteries.
Wait a minute.
It requires the human to plug in like the Matrix to become a battery.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, there's a new Matrix coming out, and we've discussed this.
And that series is currently 1 for 3.
I like the first one and the third one. The second one can go kick rocks. It makes no sense. We thought, Brian and I at Poor, we were like, what they should have done, they should have teased it in the trailer because the trailer had Keanu's the back of his head, but it should have panned the camera around, and it should have been like Nicolas Cage or just somebody
Hugo Weaving,
yeah, or it could have been like any actor.
The only takeaway it took, the only takeaway it took, goodness, long day.
Away it take,
yeah, was Agent Smith talking with his clone, saying, "You, yes, me, me." So back in 2003, that was my voicemail greeting on my phone. Nice.
He said Nicolas Cage. I said it should have been Steve Buscemi.
Yikes.
So somebody ran is like, yeah, I'm Neo now, and then just don't say a fucking word, and everybody, what the fuck's going on here?
That said, have you seen it in the Miracle Workers, the new Daniel Radcliffe joint, that every season is a different time frame?
No.
That would be worth a watch.
It's on Netflix? Hulu?
TBS and T.
Oh, it's on...
Yeah, it's on like basic or cable.
Okay. Time frame, day?
The current series is set in the 1840s as the Oregon Trail.
Oh, I meant like, when does it come on?
Oh, the DVR remembers that shit.
Oh, does anybody die of dysentery?
Get back to you on that.
Stop dysentery. Steve, we're done with car news unless you got anything else to yap about. Wonder how much that Lucid's going to cost. Did it say?
Starting from $77,400.
That's a little cheaper than I thought, because I think it's supposed to be like a more luxury brand than Tesla, which was...
Yeah, the Model S is started expensive, and the Model 3 ostensibly starts at $35,000.
3's the base, right?
Yeah.
3's the base, and then...
We see a lot of 3s at work.
And then the S... Or no,
the S is the bigger sedan, 3 is the smaller sedan.
Yeah,
the Model X is the going whatchamacallit sport ute, and the Y is the brand new smaller sport ute.
Okay.
The S and the X you can get with the third row. The 3 and the Y you can't.
Why would you? I don't know. 3-row electric. That thing's got to be heavy as fuck too.
Also, yes.
Jesus. Well. No more car news, Steve, but Sam Adams Utopia is back after 2 years. The 28.5% beer.
Nice.
And how many states is it illegal in?
28.5.
That would be awesome. Wait, which is the half state?
Upper Michigan.
Legally and technically, yes. It's illegal in 15 states, including this one.
I did have the opportunity to try that years ago because somebody at Saucer won a bottle. And
how is it?
A beer so good, it arrives in its own trophy.
Oh,
it is this kitschy as hell, like, tin bottle with, like, little knickknacks you can play with. Like, it's half abacus. It made no sense. It was lovely. It's delicious.
Huh.
So you had the means. Why, yes,
count on
do
it.
Try it.
I'd like to try it. But why is a beer that's that high ABV illegal, but we can buy liquor? That does not make any fucking sense at all. You can buy Everclear, which will kill you if you drink the whole bottle at one time. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules, man. I'm out of beer, too.
Yep.
Are we going to talk? You think they're probably not cold enough yet, but I'll certainly drink a hot beer.
Do another Sam of some sort, then get to some of them.
Sure. I'll if you want to grab, I just had the pump, so there's only one pumpkin left, so I got a Boston Lager. We got have you ever had the Fest beer?
It's been a while.
Grab you a Fest beer and grab me
right.
an Octi.
Deal.
But not the Octi Mom, because that's disgusting. I have a new box over there underneath my my computer. Oh, no, those are guitar strings. So once you reach a certain poundage, you ship it to Diodario, because I'm a member of the Players Circle now, and they ship you some new strings and like some swag once you mail them all your old strings. It's like, cool. And then they recycle them so they don't go into the landfill no more. And I go through a lot of fucking strings now. So I play the coded.
I was thinking that made some really strange dental floss.
For Busey. I go through, if I didn't play the coded strings, I would go through a set of strings every 2 shows, probably 2-3 hour shows. They'd be dead, but the EXP coded ones have like this very, very, very thin film over them, and it makes them last a little bit longer. Some people say it dulls the sound, but it really fucking doesn't, because it's really good technology. Like 25 years ago, coded strings sucked, but now you'd never be able to tell the difference. Steve, it's a fest in here.
September Fest.
Cheers. You know, in the bottle, it tastes a little different than it does on draft, which I know is pretty normal.
Drinking these back to back is quite similar, and that's okay.
So the description on the Fest beer, what does it say?
The Fest in Fest beer means the barley and hops have been gathered, and our growers had their moment to celebrate another successful harvest. What did they reach for? Fest beer. A little more malty, a little more hoppy, brewed to relax and enjoy.
It's moppy.
Versus Oktoberfest. Malt brings so much to a great beer. That's why we developed a unique malt blend to provide a robust color and smooth, rich flavor. Like you, we look forward to this tradition every year.
Jacko's cinnamon and nutmeg aroma recall memories of freshly baked pumpkin pie. It has the ideal balance of seasonal spice with a crisp, refreshing finish. This pumpkin ale pairs perfectly with the transition of summer into cooler days and nights. Thanks, Jim Cook. But we all know what his real name is. You don't pronounce that Cook.
Is it our taste of the cock?
Do you like a de cook?
I could have had Oktoberfest at my wedding, but being an outdoor event, that would be an awfully heavy beer to have there.
I'd have been all right.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada.
I don't think any of us would have cared about that. That was a fun wedding. I like small weddings like that. You can actually, what's that thing? Oh, talk to people instead of the wedding I was in when I was 21, and there was 8 or 9 bridesmaids and 8 or 9 groomsmen. It's 400 something people. I'm like, this is too much. I didn't pay for it, though. I didn't even pay for my own tux. I think I still owe him for that. Oops. Statute of limitations is over.
Yeah, that's it. Does the tux still fit?
It's a rental. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't grown any taller. I may have grown it another way.
Medium shirts don't fit me so well now.
There are shirts that I own that I wear small because my legs are so... Yeah. Steve, what is the most Google searched beer in North America?
The Great Divide Yeti.
I wish. It's not. It's a macro. It's not a micro.
Budweiser.
That's number 2. And I'll give you a hint. Miller and Coors are not number 1. It's something else.
The Bud Light.
No, not a light beer at all. So think further south in North America.
Corona?
Yep. That's the number 1
is
beer.
Specifically beer, or just a Corona in general, given the correlation with the virus?
I don't know, but that was their
also,
study.
What's your most searched Minutemen song, and also the theme song to the delight that is the show Jackass?
That was my voicemail notification for a while until I realized that I always pick my phone up and I don't really need a voicemail notification. So this is interesting. Mi Cristal Cerveza, a Cuban beer, has mysteriously shown up on Miami grocery store shelves. It's not. I don't think it's illegal, but I don't think it's like 100% legal to have here.
Gray market beer, go on.
The old communist beers tastes like all their other beers because that's how communism works.
Tsingtao now tastes more like a Heineken. Man,
it's in the same bottle. I wonder if it's exactly the same.
If what it's worth, the Armenian beers I had taste more like Heineken too, and that's 30 years removed from communism.
Well, they do have that penchant for like that style of like what's the word I'm looking for?
Skunky lager. You're welcome.
We are the skunky loggers. A Methodist church in Defiance, Missouri, is serving beer along with their worship service on Sundays.
Funny you should mention that because Welch's was started by a Methodist minister who wanted a better grape juice.
Interesting.
Given that Methodists use grape juice instead of wine for communion, he decided to make a better product. Hey, it's the best religion I dropped out of.
I was going to say, Steve, is it going to be the nail in the coffin for us to go back to church? Get beer? No for you?
Let's go split the difference. Go to Sanctuary Noda.
Why don't we can go to the Church of the Dude? We can go to the
that's it.
We'll go to that church.
A different variety, or I'll bring my own beer to Church's Chicken.
There's no beer. I've been to churches. I've never been to Popeyes. I didn't realize there was a Popeyes in University. No.
Me neither. I knew there's
or not University,
or kind of between
Harris.
that and Harrisburg.
Yeah.
There's also one in the works on 29 across from S&D.
Oh, up in Concord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up near work, which is funny. Is like there's all the stuff on 29 between Philip Morris and downtown. Mm-hmm. That's my roaming area to go shopping and dining, while at work. And then Harrisburg's on the way home. It's like, well, that one's up and kicking. And so far, the only time I've ever been to Popeyes was one at Concord Mills when Kayla and I were moving in and discovered the chicken's fantastic. I never went again. She stopped by a Popeyes in the middle of nowhere coming back from the beach and was disappointed to see that they couldn't make a club variant of the sandwich. It was going to be your fried chicken patty, mayo, pickles, and a bun. But no lettuce, no tomato, no condiments beyond hot sauce.
You can get an order of lettuce and tomato and then just kind of make your own.
They don't do that because it's largely just the bone-in fried chicken. They don't do vegetables beyond fries there, apparently.
Oh, that's my new favorite place now. Well, when you go to Taco Bell, if you order your taco with no lettuce, you get more meat. I don't know if it's on purpose, but my theory is they make the taco to a certain size
lettuce will occupy some space.
Yes, so they put a little more because they're used to making the filling a certain size, so they put more meat and cheese. So that's been my the sandwich is good. The taco sandwich thing, it's fucking good.
I don't care what you call it; it's good.
It's really good. It's tiny.
Did I have that? Yeah, like the things are like $1, $1.50.
Yeah, and it's like that size.
Yeah,
like, it's small. I thought
I'm at Taco Bell. I'm not at Sandwich Bell. It's a taco.
Sandwich Bell. Sounds horrible. Think outside the bread.
Yeah.
On to music. Or, no.
I just want my double-decker taco back.
Yeah, those are good.
Well, 20 years ago I thought, like, should this ever go away? Well, they'll still have the bean burrito. They'll still have the hard shell taco. Mm-hmm. So I have the capacity to make my own.
True.
I just haven't bothered to do so. But now is the time.
When DJ used to work with me, we would, not every week, but like maybe every other week, we would go get a grande and then get 5 hard, 5 soft.
Nice.
And then just wrap
flip flop. Yep.
We'd wrap the soft around. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah. Early in me working at Carvana, I got the 12-pack of soft tacos. Like, eat 5 that day and then span the rest out for future lunches.
They go down so smoothly.
That's what you said.
Heyo, one more booze-related thing. Heaven Hill workers continue to strike for better pay and working conditions in Kentucky, even as tourists continue to arrive.
Awkward.
You have heard about the struggle of that, right?
No.
So there's definitely a bourbon strike going on. People are demanding higher wages and better working conditions, and they just decided to go on strike. And it's I don't know if it's hurting them yet, but
you mean to tell me they managed to unionize in Kentucky?
Well,
or ain't gonna work no more. Ain't gonna work no more.
They are. I think they are unionized, but they're striking for better everything. I can't imagine what they get paid. I mean, it's a top level industry, but it's also Kentucky, which is one of the poorest states in the United States. So I don't know what they get paid to make bourbon or work in that place, but I gotta. You would have thought the perks would have been good. I don't know.
Something getting higher on supply.
Yeah.
Quality control. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The Fugees have...
Meanwhile, we're going to reopen as Hell's Hill. Thanks for stopping by.
AC/DC on repeat. The Fugees have reunited to tour for their 25th anniversary of their album, The Score, which was huge. Huge back in the day. Lauryn Hill's been kind of MIA since The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which was 1998. And I guess The Score, 25 years, would have been 1996. And we're on episode. I'm sure that's going to come up in the next hour. You familiar with much of the Fugees and Lauryn Hill stuff? Or just the singles?
Just the hits.
Yeah. Mostly here, too. I didn't have the album or anything, but...
Yeah, that's one of the many cases where I heard the cover, They're Killing Me Softly, before the original.
Same. And I enjoyed it. And the video was good, too. Footage of a 1975 Sex Pistols 2-night show sells at auction in England for £15,000.
Shit's going to be on YouTube tomorrow.
Yep. Not only that, it's footage from 1975.
Yeah, and given an early punk rock show... It's going to be gritty and grainy and just more of a chore. Like, congratulations, you have an artifact that otherwise it's just a roll of film.
Yeah, and
but I got
you like what you like, but
got a pretty strong disdain for physical media nowadays.
I got a pretty
that said, I've also got 150 NES games, but got to collect something silly, right?
Well, at least you can get enjoyment out of playing that. I think, but how?
Yeah,
you're watching a concert, and how many times can you do that without it just being kind of boring after a little while?
Yeah,
even if it's Sex Pistols, I'm not a big Sex Pistols.
Is it even colorized?
75? Nah.
I'm curious. Like what is on this?
I don't know, but it was like a big 2-night show thing.
Like were they shooting on, what's it, 8mm? Since 8's a video and 9's a gun.
Shooting it on a gun. It's probably like watching it on a gun.
It's already Sex Pistols, so you're not wrong.
I haven't listened. I don't even know if I could pick out a Sex Pistols song.
Anarchy in UK.
Oh, that was them? I do know that.
I think so.
I know that one, but all I know is I think it was Johnny Rotten played for Sex Pistols?
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think.
And the more time that went on, the more rotten he got because he decidedly became not punk.
Yeah, and
also, his name's now Johnny Lydon. Whatever. You've had a fantastic nickname. Run with it.
And he was also such a shit bass player, they would unplug his bass during shows because he couldn't hit the right fucking notes. And usually he was so fucked up that he didn't really realize it wasn't plugged in anyway.
Yeah.
Last but not least, do you know who Machine Gun Kelly is?
I've heard about the controversy and...
The feud now?
Between him and Slipknot.
Yeah, with Corey Taylor.
My irritating new coworker looks like Machine Gun Kelly.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's like, great, I've got another punk-ass 21-year-old working with me.
Yeah, it was rapper turned rocker MGK.
I am feeling so old nowadays.
So, long story short, after looking at it, like evidently he asked Corey Taylor to do a song with him, and Corey Taylor laid down a couple vocal tracks, and then when he got done, he was like, He's like, I don't really think this is the right vibe you're looking for, and you know it. He said, I don't think it meshes that good, something like that. And like MGK was like kind of flamed him for that, and that they wear masks on stage.
Yeah, it was like at least I'm not 50 wearing a mask on stage. Like,
it's part of the
you schlub.
Every man, grunge had they wear whatever, they don't give a fuck. You got black metal makeup, Slipknot wears masks. Fucking AC/DC, I mean, he dresses up like a schoolboy, and he's 70. So you also have to have
these
a stage
things
show.
Don't need to make sense. You know, prior to Rob Halford unofficially coming out of the closet, he's the reason that Leather and Studs became heavy metal. Mm-hmm. Even earlier Priest, they looked a little more hippy-dippy.
They did.
And then by the late 70s, it was all the black leather studs and whatever have you that became, you know, early heavy metal culture, biker culture, all brought to you by a gay man.
And evidently, like in New York, like the leather clubs and the gay club, like they all dressed up like that. So it should not have came to anybody's surprise that Rob Halford was gay.
Did you know that Judas Priest redid Hellbent for Leather as Hellbent for Pleather after PETA complained about the song?
Really?
Yes.
Please tell me that's a lie.
It's been a long time since I read that, but thought that was real funny, and apparently that was not enough to appease those bunch of wackos. Oh darn!
I'm totally against cruelty to animals, but I think we're taking shit a little bit. Like, so the Kobe beef, like, yeah, they kill the cat, but those cows live better fucking lives than, frankly, some of us Americans do. So, and it's a humane thing, and but I will say,
do you know how expensive it is to kill a calf on a helicopter? Oh. How difficult it is to predict an earthquake to kill your cows by that?
So before we get into albums,
Kobe.
We're done with the news. Greg gave me Sabbath, and nice. I've listened to the first 4 songs, and they're fucking awesome. I told him I loved it. He's responded with Fuel. I haven't read it because he likes to write books to me, and I'm quite busy right now, like working. Yeah,
that's
working.
it. Make your phone read it to you.
I told him so far. No, so far, this has been my favorite album he's given me. But most of the albums I like are that genre, and they were influenced by Black Sabbath. So, and I've only heard the Black Sabbath like singles.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear some of the deeper cuts. But I've got the first 4. So he had an idea. I started kind of adopting his idea. So I'll listen to half of the album, and then I'll listen to the second half of the album. So I did the first half now, second half later.
Yeah, they got a Hardy Boys and get the vinyl, so you could actually have like first and second halves and do that.
Yeah, but last time I tried to put a vinyl in there, like it wouldn't fit. Well, my record player downstairs works, just the speakers don't. That would be hard to listen to telepathically.
Probably have the hardware to play on a 1/4-inch headphone plug.
Interesting. Steve, roll that beautiful bean footage and pull up albums from 1996. I'm already. This is already going to be good because we have not done.
This particular year,
we have not. Well, remember we did 97 a couple years ago at this point, but but we can add because maybe another album's been released in 97
or something we totally missed. Like, hell, if I remember what we talked about then.
Yeah, for real. So somebody's going to write to Angry Fan. No, you already talked about this.
My condolences you pay that much attention to the show. But thanks for listening.
So, funny enough, the first album on here was Fuji's The Score. I'm on Google, by the way.
Which means this is all going to get flubbed. And yes, I see The Score, and then Tupac, and then Outkast, and then Rage, and then R.E.M.
But we have to slow down.
Just making sure that my Google list is the same as yours, because last time it went sideways in a hurry.
I can already tell it's a little bit different, but I see it's just a different order. So, so we got Fugees, and what was your next one?
All Eyes on Me with a Z by Tupac Shakur.
That one had quite the list of hits on it, I'm pretty sure. I think it had changes on it, and had the sample from fucking, what was it?
That's just Bruce Hornsby.
Hornsby, that's it. Is the real Tupac in All Eyes on Me? People really ask that, Google? What the fuck, man? Got my mind made up with Method Man. How Do You Want It? I remember that. Only God Can Judge Me. California Love was on there.
What?
Yeah.
Freaking Mad Max video.
Yeah.
When Dr. Dre wants to welcome you to the Wild Wild West.
A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. How great.
California. North Sound the
and Chris
party.
Tucker in the video. Next up, Odelay.
Not on my list.
Not
on this segment of list anyway. That's why looking up straight off Google is a bad idea.
All right, well, let's do... There's the top 96 albums of 96.
Deal. What's the site?
Rate Your Music. What the fuck is Slobberbone? It's going to be an Adam list. Okay, that was an...
There it is.
Okay. So we got...
Slobberbone Crow Pot Pie. That's top 96 albums.
There we go.
And then...
this goes 101.
And then it has 101 from Tori Amos. It's 102, Slobberbone. Well... Or I need to catch me a crow and make a pot pie, apparently.
Well, I'm not as familiar with Tori Amos.
We are not the right demographic.
I like women. Second toughest in the infants from the underworld. Oh, there's Paula Cole.
Where did all the cowboys go? Wait, I have
Dallas.
heard of Underworld, courtesy of Soundography, and
Soundography
podcast.
Okay.
These guys in Denver discussing a band, like Crash Course in Music, one band at a time. Their tagline. Mm-hmm. That's how I got into Oingo Boingo.
How is that?
Weird and wonderful. It's Danny Elfman's band from the 80s.
Danny Elfman?
Yes.
I was thinking Jenna Elfman.
Her uncle.
Really?
They are related.
How many Elfmans do you know?
Then there's Abby Elfman. That went nowhere. Apparently, they're related too. Whatever. Yeah, Underworld, all over the place musically.
Okay.
Paula Cole. Goodness, I can't be good.
Coffee with froth is not coffee. That one had I Don't Want to Wait. I
got sick of Dawson's Creek. I never saw the show, but the song was everywhere. I'm like, I don't care.
I just told dude. He said, I have to work overtime tonight. I'll definitely pick it up tomorrow. The bumper up tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Take this bumper and beat you over the head with it, dude.
Jesus Christ. I mean, nobody else is messaging me.
Did you tell everybody on their internet webs what's going on with your car part sales, or
they don't
further delay?
It'll be no, because we're already 49 minutes in, and I don't want to be sitting here at midnight. So, all right. Other than, I feel like there was another Paula Cole. There was I Don't Want to Wait, and then there was Where Have All the Cowboys Gone. I thought there was another one. Where is my John Wayne? I know it's the same song. I just wanted to say that.
Now I want to do that song in the tune of John Wayne. Where is my John Wayne?
I was thinking more like we'll do the Richard Cheese tribute to it. Where is my John Wayne? Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. I don't know the next band either.
Tortoise. Instrumental, incredible stuff.
Did you read the description?
Ambient elevator music for people who want a 90s version of prog rock, but there's no rock here. I really don't get this at all. Then how and why is this on within? This is the 98th of 96, mind you. All right.
I definitely know the Cranberries.
Number 97, To the Faithful Departed. Like can't place it.
Sarajevo, I've heard the song, but I don't remember anything about it. I hope we start knowing some of these albums because this has been kind of obscure.
This is pretty like top 96. The guy's like, it's like, yeah, got a bunch of stickers on here.
Yeah.
Then how is this on your list?
Yeah. DJ Shadow, had no idea.
The Chieftains.
Oh, Def Leppard had an album in 96. We're starting to KMFDM.
Extort. Oh, I think I still have that one.
That's not the one that had Kill Everything on it, is it?
Oh, A Drug Against War.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of it was like, kill everything.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead watched that video.
Oh, no. Yeah, kill everything. Let's go find out.
Oh, Butthole Surfers, Electric Larry Land.
Let's start bringing my laptop here, trying to navigate on this sucks.
How about I just put a screen on the other side of this?
Yeah, that's it.
And you just have a mirror up. I always like the album cover to Electric Larry Land. Do you remember what the album cover looked like?
I'm busy trying to see what's on Extort.
But you've seen them live, haven't you?
A couple of times.
Okay. Locally or back in Raleigh?
Back when Tremont was a thing.
Oh. I had never been to Tremont, and now I never will. Where's the new Amos's? Because there's a new Amos's.
Now that they reopened the same spot?
Yeah. While you're looking that up, we got... Yeah, I had no idea that Def Leppard had another... You got the Fugees, you got Van Morrison.
I think everything after Pyromania is just forgettable.
Right. The band, High on the Hog.
1423 South Tryon.
I wonder if that's near Red Clay.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. It's like that area is the new hipster up-and-come gentrification. But yeah, Electric Larry Land had the
the pencil in the ear, like little two beady eyes in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Like the Far Side comic. I didn't realize Barenaked Ladies were 90. Like
that's her third album. I've got Gordon from 92 as the first one. Born on a Pirate Ship. And the album cover is exactly how to say this.
Yeah.
But that, or if you're holding your tongue.
Uh-huh.
I was born on a pirate ship. You were born on a pile of shit. You poor bastard.
I don't recall listening to much Placebo.
Nope. Or
maybe we have, but we just didn't know we were getting it.
Sugar Pills.
84.
The band Lamb Chop. I'd rather eat one.
Ooh.
Jamiroquai.
Traveling Without Moving.
Did Ferrari sue him for that album cover?
I hope not. But that one had, obviously, virtual insanity.
That would be really funny to get a Ferrari and then replace the emblems with a Jamiroquai emblem.
It had to be a mondial or something nobody gave a shit about. Doing it to your Testarossa would be kind of a faux pas.
I'll put it on any Ferrari I get, all right?
Well, there's probably one over there.
How about never? Is never good for you? First event, don't know. Chris Isaac. Baja Sessions. Wicked Game was 91, so I don't know.
With Helena Christensen. Which still gives me wood.
Looks like Victoria's Secret's out.
Ain't no secret there. Now, Test for Echo.
90s Rush.
How was 90s Rush?
I attempted to force feed myself a bunch of Rush when Neil passed, and really the heydays, 70s, 80s. I can't place it.
Okay. Well, there's Fairweather Johnson.
They had some really unfortunate album titles from that band.
I don't recall. Weren't all the big songs on Cracked Rear View?
Yep.
Okay. So I wonder if there's a song on Fairweather Johnson that we would know.
Off the top of my head, nuh-uh.
I'm on it too. April 23rd. Oh, by the way, Black Sabbath album was released on my birthday, but 16 years before I was born. Let's see here. Honey Screw? Nope, I have no idea about any of those songs.
No.
Well, moving on then. So all the singles were on.
Yeah.
Cracked Review. Lemon Parade, though.
Tonic has the unfortunates of being confused in my head with Train. Tonic, good. Train, I hate.
I
don't want
Meet
to
Virginia.
I don't want to meet Virginia.
I like that song. But he's got a great fucking voice, but the songs are cheesy.
It got overplayed. I never liked it from the get-go. Like, it just, no.
If It's Love, I like to, but Open Up Your Eyes is really good. And of course, If You Can Only See. I think You Wanted More was on the American Pie soundtrack. You wanted more.
No song, like, I can't place that there.
The Jesus Lizard.
I'm a little drunk and a lot underslept, so...
In what order?
Yes.
Sweet. Are you out of beer yet?
Duh.
Sweet.
What, trying them cayens? Mm-hmm. Which one you want? Bring them both out, see what happens.
Yep. That's how I lost my virginity.
Oh, my.
I don't know anything about the Jesus Lizard.
Ditto. Just don't confuse them with Jesus and Mary Chain, but they're quite good.
Or Jesus Jones. Or
right
Jesus
here,
and the Mary
right
Jones
now,
Lizard.
Where the hell am I?
Emily had asked me, she goes, have you ever played that song, Right Here, Right Now? I was like, never listened or never looked it up. I'm sure it's not terribly difficult to play.
How would you make an acoustic version of that noise in the middle of the song?
Well, Steve, with just the right attitude and just enough go-getterness, I could do it. I don't know.
Where's your effects pedal to play your guitar backwards? Is how you do this.
That's how. All right, so you know the solo in Give It Away?
Yeah.
I
know that's backwards.
The solo backwards, yep. I think I'll take the black can, because once you go black can...
You don't go back can?
And I've actually never had anything from Southern Strain. Oh, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1.
Fizz.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Lizard.
Stupid work shirt.
Well, sometimes they die hard, Steve. You must live free.
Find the darndest stuff when Kmart's closing.
There's our title.
Oddly enough, this one was from Kmart, and the Craftsman shirts were from Sears.
Oh, yeah.
But the Craftsman shirts don't say Craftsman. It's like the Die Hard shirt's automatically cooler.
Of course. You should have a little, like, tiny little effigy of Bruce Willis, like, hanging out of the pocket of it. Fastball, make your mama proud.
Does it have the way?
I would think it does.
Oh, that's a funny caption. They were just another band out of Austin instead of Boston.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were from Austin, Texas, because they don't look like it.
Well, 25 years ago, would that have been the Austin that it became?
I don't know. Maybe it was outside the city limits of Austin.
And I'm pretty sure for the longest time I kept confusing Austin city limits and Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't want to watch.
This is weird.
I don't want to watch a football show.
This is really weird. A hoppy Pilsner. It's really weird. I don't know if I like it.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going, though. Porno for Pyros. God's good urge. Now, how do they compare with Jane's Addiction?
I liked Porno for Pyros better. It's still Perry Farrell, but I found them more entertaining.
Is it
Jane's
heavier
Addiction,
or is it just different?
Different.
Okay, because I just don't like.
Yeah, like it's his voice is what it is.
Awful.
Yeah.
Scorpions. How about that?
I mean, they're still around, and Shinker's in his 70s.
And one of your favorite album titles ever.
Congratulations, I'm Sorry, by the Gin Blossoms.
That's great.
Yep. That and New Miserable Experience.
They had great album titles. Now, Congratulations, I'm Sorry, I think had found out about you on it. Maybe.
I'm going to go get lost on this.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's...
Day Job, Follow You Down.
Oh, Follow You Down was on there. Okay.
I Can't Figure You Out.
That, yeah.
Are the only ones that really stick out. Like, I've heard... It's been a while since I heard it, but those were quite good.
I think I've heard Seventh... No, not Seventh. I think I've heard My Car, but once again, it's been fucking a long time since I've listened to that.
Yeah.
I don't know who...
You have heard at least an Ash song because it was in the first Gran Turismo.
Which one?
I need to look it up. Lose Control.
Okay.
And the rest of that CD I really didn't like. I picked it up at McKay for like $5. Like, oh, it's that band from Gran Turismo. Like, after Girl from Mars, it gets quite terrible.
I do like the next album title, even though I'm not as familiar with Elvis Costello.
All This Useless Beauty.
That's how I like to talk about us, Steve. We got so much of it. Banana Wind, Jimmy Buffett. I'm not a parrot head.
Well, we're not 70, so there's that. Meanwhile, this pirate looks at 40.
I imagine the tits you see at a Jimmy Buffett concert are tits you'd never, ever, ever want to see ever again.
Just go to the zoo and look at a blue-footed booby.
Yeah, and the tickets would be cheaper. The Manic Street Preachers.
That was a case of their, I think, singer vanished at 27.
Yeah. And I don't think they ever found him. I've been downhearted, baby. Is that the right band? No.
I think that was a different one.
That was standing outside a phone booth with money and whatever. I know what Manic Street... I know I've heard a song by Manic Street Preachers. But it escapes me. I don't know the next band.
Scud Mountain Boys. Massachusetts. Just in case you need a really difficult album title to spell. Don't know.
Massachusetts. No idea. But I'm completely familiar with the Great Southern Trendkill. 53
minutes of pure metal mayhem. It's the Great Southern Trendkill by Pantera.
That has...
Recommend listening at high volumes only.
The Have you ever heard Floods by them?
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite guitar solos ever. It's so melodic and it's good. And the outro solo. I don't pantomime that very well.
Pantomime it? Come on. Number 66. 2-0. Enema.
I'm trying to remember all the songs that were on Enema. If only we had the technology to just hold down and then click.
Mm-hmm.
What was on Enema? Because I'm just not. I like Tool, but like, Stinkfist.
Stinkfist, Eulogy,
46 and 2. Push It.
Useful Idiot.
And Third Eye. Hooker with a Penis. Message to Harry Man.
Number 10, Satan's Eggs.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. It is all in German, and it is a recipe for making some sort of confectionery.
Ooh. I have... Let's see. I have not heard Push It, but that's like a big reaction video thing on the YouTube algorithm. I've heard Enema, heard Stinkfest, heard Hooker with a Penis. Really like the riffs of 46 and 2. Have you seen the kids from School of Rock do 46 and 2? It's good. Not the kids from the show.
I watched the movie School of Rock, but that was almost 20 years ago.
I
just didn't like it.
There's a School of Rock that has kids, and they do 46 and 2, and it's so fucking good. Like, it's really, really good. The Lemonheads, Car Button Cloth.
The only Lemonhead songs I can think of were their cover of Mrs. Robinson and It's a Shame About Ray.
Is that the faster version? Like the
yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Do 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 do.
Right up your alley, number 64.
Social Distortion, white light, white heat, white trash. Complete with super creepy ventriloquist dummy on the cover.
Yeah.
Don't Drag Me Down is strangely apt for nowadays.
Vic Chestnut? I have no idea.
No.
So this is a solid 90s album from the Georgian singer-songwriter. Is that Georgia the state or Georgia the country?
Be curious about that too. With a name like VIC, I'm betting the Peachtree.
Probably. Don't
Unless
know.
his full name, Viktor. Hello, this is Victor Chestnut.
Victor.
I come from Georgia. Hello. What is Mick from Tbilisi?
I don't know who Jillian Welsh is either.
Ditto.
But I do know who the Black Crowes are, and I could pretty much take it or leave it, to be honest with you. It's okay, just not really my thing. And fuck The Cure. Just don't like The Cure. Do you?
They're very hit and miss. And if it's Love Cats, it's a miss.
Man, okay, now there's a couple more that are... So I don't even know who rateyourmusic.com is, but we're going through this, so we hope we don't waste your time, and like the top 10 are just like...
Yeah.
Really...
Everyone's like, rate your music. Like, meanwhile, the guy like has this
Shitting
listing.
on
It's like, all right, this kind of makes it entertaining. It's like, I like this, but not that, and that. It's like, where do you have the time?
Yeah.
Belle and Sebastian's like, this name for characters from earlier Disney movies.
Yeah.
It's the lady from Beauty and the Beast and the crab from Little Mermaid. Go
down
on.
where it's wetter, down where it's better. Take it from me. I don't know who Jimmy Dale Gilmore is.
Not a clue.
Or Joe Henry.
Nope.
Or Charlie Robinson.
Nope.
I do know who John Mellencamp is.
John Mellencamp after the 80s.
But I don't... Wait, aren't you supposed to be a cougar when you get older, not lose the cougar when you get older?
But cougars never
Male?
been male. Yeah.
Well, what would be a male cougar? Just a normal relationship, because most of the time you see older men with younger women.
Yeah.
But now we get to Antichrist Superstar from Marilyn Manson, which had quite a few hits on it, if I remember correctly. Let's check this shit out. Was Sweet Dreams on that one? I think the cover of Sweet Dreams is on there. It was not. Beautiful People. Worm Boy. I remember that one. Skyways not 1996. There's 99 tracks, and they're all
17 through 99 are all silence, you dick.
Yeah. So really, Antichrist Superstar and The Beautiful People were the big... Well, was Sweet Dreams on Portrait of American Family then?
That or Mechanical Animals.
We're going to have to do a Manson episode one time. I need to go back and listen to some of that. There's some good shit on there. Peter Griffin. It's Patty Griffin, Living with Ghosts. I don't think I know... I don't think I know who Patty Griffin is either.
It's not clicking.
Oh my God, read 52.
Neutral Milk Hotel on Avery Island. The first of 2 albums ever released by Neutral Milk Hotel. This one doesn't sound a whole lot like their critically acclaimed follow-up.
You're not talking into your microphone, silly.
Trying to read the damn thing, damn it.
Move it. If you move it like down, and you can do like that. To help a little bit.
Whatever. I'm more bothered by number 51's album cover.
I'm more bothered by 51's album artist. I just really don't like Fish. Well, that kind.
Yeah.
The Gourds. Damn good people. I don't know who they are. I do know who Fiona Apple is.
Mm-hmm.
And would you say that album is criminally underrated? That video was hot. It was dirty. It was skanky. And I love it.
Find another typo on this page.
Good.
Good.
Maybe he's... I don't know.
Pot USA 2, which is not as good as the previous one.
Oh, yeah, Lump and Peaches were on the first. He's Gump. He's Gump. He's Gump.
Thanks, Weird Al.
Waylon Jennings. Paul Westerberg. Sebado.
These bands I've heard of and can't place any of this.
Super Furry Animals. I think we are looking at the wrong list now that we're...
Yeah,
but we're going to keep going because we're already halfway through now. So
if Misery Loves Company, mine says hi. It's like bands I've heard of, albums I might have heard of, songs I can't place. Whatever. Spoon, Telefono, Enjoy Spoon. Can't place that. Jason Scorchers, can't place that.
Here we go.
STP, once they started falling off the deep end.
I like some of the songs on Tiny Music.
I didn't like the higher pitch he took.
I like Big Bang Baby. You remember Big Bang Baby, don't you?
Yeah,
so I
that
like
was
that
like
one.
the beginning of things looking really strange. It was that and number 40, Crash. I had taped radio interviews with both bands when those albums were on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell you whatever became of it.
I love the album cover of Tiny Music.
It's like Lady by a Pool.
With an alligator, and then there's like a pope in the background with like an effigy of, I think, Buddha sitting on a throne, and there's a cat. Lady Picture Show was on that one. Tripping on a hole in a paper heart.
I did like that one.
Was on that one.
I couldn't tell you what the hell he's saying, but that's probably my favorite off of that.
I think Big Bang Baby is my favorite. Lady Picture Show's okay too. I just have to be in the mood for it. But Crash was on Crash. But other than that, I'm not. That's where you and Kay's musical tastes divulge.
Oh, she doesn't like New Dave, so there's that.
She what?
So much to say. Two Step's a good one, but that's like got a killer intro.
Mm-hmm.
Crash and Me, Too Much. Drive and Drive Out, Honor Graves, Tripping Billies. Like, I can place half of these.
Fair. Willie Nelson, looking more like Willie Nelson.
Yep.
Lyle Lovett is 38 on this list. So, holy shit.
Which reminds me of our dearly departed Norm Macdonald joke about when Lyle Lovett divorced Julia Roberts. Hey, so Lyle Lovett is divorcing Julia Roberts because he's Lyle Lovett and she's Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to lots of tributes for him.
I think I watched all of his weekend updates, and they were all great.
So now you have all the Richard Jewell and O.J. Simpson jokes memorized. Because he beat that into the ground.
Yeah. Metallica Load.
Do you know what the album cover is?
I don't remember.
It is a pair of bodily fluids.
Blood and semen.
Bingo.
It's bleemin'.
Which is funny because the untrained eye looks kind of like fire.
Yeah, and you know what? I would be equally worried if I had blood in my semen or if I had semen in my blood. I would be equally terrified if either things arose.
What is your favorite track off of Load?
I'm going to have to pull it back up again. Let me see. I'm going to have to pull out my Load again. All right. I got a rating of 2.6 on Rate Your Music, but it's the whatever. I really like Hero of the Day, but if you put a gun to my head...
I think Hero of the Day could have been a Tool video as well.
Uh-huh.
With the weird stop-motion stuff.
I think if... Probably Ain't My Bitch.
It's a strong opener.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with something that seems a little too perfect for nowadays. Everyone's got to have the sickness, because everyone seems to need the cure.
Mm-hmm. Song good, band bad. King Nothing's good. I mean, even Until It Sleeps. I like Until It Sleeps. That album does get a lot of shit, and it shouldn't get a lot of shit.
Yeah, oh, the Black Album was a really hard act to follow.
And they toured for that album for 3 fucking years, world tour. Like, they didn't even get to go home. Like,
I mean, how the Black Album got a lot of shit, too. Like, I was unaware of Metallica prior to the Black Album, so that's the only airplay I heard from them, and enjoyed it.
Do you remember Jason Newsted's comment? Hey, so everybody said Metallica sold out? Yeah, we sell out. We sell out every fucking time we play.
Yep.
Fred Eaglesmith? No idea.
Nope.
Terry Allen?
Nope.
Alejandro Escobedo?
No.
Nope. Don't know the next one.
Red House Painters? Nope.
There we go.
Modest Mouse. This is a long drive for something with nothing to think about.
I don't...
They always had such fantastic album titles, and I find the band very hit and miss.
As Brock Wales in Custom Concern. Gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. Gotta have a job. I like that.
I don't think that Concern's exactly custom.
No. Steve, we're in my wheelhouse now.
Down on the Upside by the Garden of Sound.
So what is your favorite song on Down on the Upside? Which is a great name.
I'll tell you my favorite video from there was the original Pretty Noose, and then that got plucked off MTV for being a little too PG-13.
Yeah, for real. I guess it depends on the day.
Considering my steady condition nowadays, No Attention is a strong contender.
I like that one. Ty Cobb's fun as fuck.
Yes,
though.
it is.
Hot Rod Death Toll was the original name of that. All right, so I don't know if I have a favorite song on there, but like one I love the lyrics to. I love the lyrics to Zero Chance. But damn it, man, that's so fucking hard.
Was that their last album before splitting for a hot minute?
Yeah. Pretty Noose is hard to beat on there, and Rhinosaur's good too. I forget how good of a fucking album that is, but it's so much different than... It's not Super Unknown 2.0, but it's totally that style more than Bad Motorfinger.
Yeah, those definitely follow up better than Bad Motorfinger and Super Unknown.
Those are totally different.
Yeah.
Tighter and Tighter's beautiful. I can't pick a fucking favorite right now. Just ask me which day it is, and then I can pick one.
It's a Tuesday. What's your favorite song off of it? Go.
Purple. I don't know who Bob Mould is.
Guy from Ween, I think.
Really? They went by Dean and Gene Ween, which is amazing.
First comment on this. Bob Mould got old, rolled, got sold, felt bold, went out with a cold, was told, and then pulled. Got lost in the fold, fell to straight gold, got put on hold, then inspired some bad poetry and ran rhymes at the end. The end. Thanks, Kevy, from January of 05.
It ages well. Shaver. Don't know who that is.
That reminds me, it changed my handheld razor blade. Sublime.
I'm just not a big Sublime fan. And that's quintessentially every time we get a request for something, somebody wants to hear Sublime. I know we play 90s, but I guess I just haven't smoked enough pot or skateboarded enough to appreciate it.
Oh, this one's got all the hits. The What I Got, the April 29th, 1982.
Sounded really the wrong way.
I might as well donate the LAPD hat to this cause because that thing never fit.
We can do that.
Pawn Shop. Caress Me Down is more reggae than I care to enjoy.
It's not.
Doing Time was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I
Summertime.
I love the xylophone.
Summertime,
living is easy.
Yeah.
No.
I like it's not unenjoyable. I just never find myself like actively listening to Sublime. But we got Screaming Trees next.
Yep.
And Mark Lanigan's had a fucking rough life, man. He looks like it too. Got gold teeth now though. Mostly because the other one's got junked out.
Yeah, well, for all I know, it could have been mine.
Yeah.
That was far and away their biggest track.
Nearly lost you. But that was earlier.
Yeah. Hey, been wrong before, plan on being wrong again.
And he couldn't hit that note anymore. Or not even that note, but he went from that to...
Oh, it was,
right.
Yeah, the low grunt, high grunt.
Right. High grunt.
The voice is smooth as gravel. That's one of my favorite Mark Lanigan tunes is on Queens of Stone Age's Songs for the Deaf, Hanging Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. What was that number?
It's mid.
I was going to say
track.
7 or something.
Keep playing until it pops up.
I'm going to be giving that album to Greg. He loved No One Knows.
Nice.
He loves it, which I figured he would.
I think that was my gateway drug into them.
That one and Go With the Flow, which is about losing your virginity. Lou Reed.
Not going to go with Tom Petty and Heartbreakers. Songs and music from the motion picture She's the One.
The Beck cover of Asshole is a winner.
Twilight Reeling, dunno. Mark Knopfler from
Dire Straits. Dan Baird. Don't want to see Dan Baird. But then we have Evil Empire.
Oh, he's from Georgia Satellites.
Oh, okay.
All right, Evil Empire.
Favorite song off of Evil Empire? I know what mine is. I'll give you mine. This is the album I gave Greg that I was shocked that he actually enjoyed. because he's not a hip hop fan.
Oh, this was the most masterful rap metal. It's even right there on there.
Yep.
Without a face.
That's a good one. Mine's Down Rodeo.
I keep always reading it as Down Rodeo.
Yeah. Until you hear him.
Because fuck your Isuzu.
Rodeo Drive. Yeah.
With a shotgun.
They haven't. These people ain't seen a brown skinned man since their grandparents bought one. It's such the best line. And also the we hungry but their belly full. The structure is set. You'll never change it with a ballot pull. There's so many good. Can't waste the day when the night brings a hearse. So make a move and plead the fifth because you can't plead the first. Oh, that's so good. I'm not as familiar with Neil Young either. And I don't know who Jerry Jeff Walker is. So moving on. Steve, next.
Yep. Johnny Cash, Unchained.
Do you like Johnny Cash?
His older stuff, and like I've never listened to a lot of it.
I haven't either.
What I keep doing now is just like randomly have country night at the house and play Johnny Cash and likes of like 60s country. It's like, cool. Well, I've got the tablet over here doing its thing, and I'm taking care of housework, so I'm not busy paying attention to the screen of anything, so I don't know what's playing. Nope, he's better than most.
You always know it's him.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's cool to say you like Johnny Cash, even if you haven't fucking heard anything but the singles and like the big hits. But I still do not like his cover of "Hurt." I just don't.
Or go ahead, find me an 80-year-old you want to listen to.
But I don't like "Hurt." I don't like the song. So it's not one of my favorite Nine Inch Nails songs. So I don't know if that's clouding my judgment or
perhaps.
I don't know.
And frankly, I don't give a damn.
That's why we love you, Steve. And by we, I mean me and
Wolfie
and the Hornet. I'm not going to do it. It's really loud.
Yeah.
Next up,
the Wallflowers, Bringing Down the Horse.
One Headlight's a great song.
Yep.
6th Avenue Heartache is a great song.
And that came out before, or at least I heard that one before One Headlight.
And I've also heard Jacob Dylan's a giant asshole, even though he's 5'6". I don't know if he is or not. Well, I know he's 5'6", but I don't know if he's a giant asshole or not. We play both songs live. It always goes over well.
Not a third song? Not Three Marlenas?
Or The Difference was the other one. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. And that was on the same album. There it is.
Yep.
Things are exactly the same as they used to be.
Funny how that works out. Oh, that album 16 kind of rings it.
The African Wigs. Band I've heard of and can't place anything.
Holy shit, the
Eels, though. I remember hearing that when I was first in L.A.
Novocaine for the soul. I sputter out.
It's No Lucky Day in Hell.
Is it ever?
Yeah, track 11. That was the first one I heard, and then I heard Novocaine for the Soul when I was in L.A. back in 96.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's kind of the case of being right place, right time to hear something that would get colossal later.
Yeah.
Yep. Eels good. Lou Bega bad. When I was in Germany in 99, first heard Mama Number 5. Then it comes and infects our airwaves. You asshole, you.
So Whiskey Town, have no idea.
That should be Preston's favorite band.
Have we just
Young Ryan Adams? What?
Before
we knew any better about him?
Have we wasted our entire episode on this, knowing that we're on album 13 is Golden Smog, and I have fucking no idea what that is.
Jeff Tweedy, a member of the Soul Asylum, the Jayhawks. What? Guess I kind of looked that one up.
Okay, I fast forwarded to number 1, and we totally wasted our fucking time going through this list because there's just nothing.
Oh, you mean to tell me Slobberbone was here the whole time to be number 1? Not Steve Earle, not Wilco, not Bex Odelay, not Todd Snyder, not Weezer's Pinkerton, not Cake's Fashion Nugget, not Counting Crows Recovering Satellites, not Pearl Jam's No Code, not Sheryl Crow, not Sting's Mercury Falling, not R.E.M's Adventures in Hi-Fi.
Please pull up Slobberbone and play something off of this album because I have to know.
Drunken Texas Country Rock.
Oh, Jesus.
With a name like that, it's got to be. So
have we wasted an episode before? Probably. Will we do it again? Probably.
Yes.
Holy shit, man. I feel so bad for our listener. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes. It lives on Spotify.
Of course it does. Even I'm on Spotify.
All right. So, your track listing are Sober Song, Whiskey Glass Eye, No Man Among Men, Shoot You Dead, I Can Tell Your Love Is Waning, Ruin Your Day, Stumbling, 16 Days, Little Sister, Tilt-A-Whirl, Dunk You in the River. Brought to you November 5th, 1996 by New West Records, LLC. Well, with an event like this, Ruin Your Day sounds appropriate.
Let's hit it. Can't wait to hear this. Well, Steve, that fucking sucks.
It sounds like more aggressive Ash. That's a compliment to neither.
So if we skim through Reasonable Doubt from Jay-Z, that was his first album, so that came out in '96. It's not as many, but there were still. Oh my God, Spice Girl Spice came out in '96.
Oh wow,
no wonder that wasn't on the list, Steve. Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Ginger.
Mine's Push.
Mine's old. What?
Let's be honest. We're not kicking any of them out in the hypothetical.
Yeah.
So you don't like Counting Crows at all?
Really would rather not listen to them.
I like Round Here, or I like August and Everything After. So '96 just wasn't that big of a like album wise. I bet you songs were though, but we can go through that another day if you want to.
Sure.
All right, gotta get home to the pork chops.
Something like that.
I hope Jesus brought the pork chops. Said who? What comedian?
George Carlin.
Yes,
because book title.
Exactly. That wasn't a complete waste, but maybe there just weren't that as many albums as we thought that we would. There were some big ones,
or you know, going through the hits thereof. That gave us Wonderwall as a single.
That was 90. Yeah, 95 was What's the Story, Morning Glory.
Like with the year changes, it gets quite conflated.
Sure, Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova were both singles in '96. Probably gonna be a lot of singles from '96 off of albums from '95. So
yeah,
you still got that pulled up?
Switch gears.
Oh, you switched.
Yeah. So then you've got Just a Girl, Closer to Free,
oh hell yeah,
Pony.
Yeah, Tragic
Nobody.
Kingdom. Wait, Tragic Kingdom was '95. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that if you have the bleed over, things get more entertaining.
Hey, Macarena.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Ooh, Nobody Knows from Tony Rich Project. You remember that song?
And nobody knows it but me.
It's not a bad fucking song, man. I actually like that one. Oh, Because You Love Me from Celine Dion. I remember that one. But good Lord, Macarena was 96. 25 years ago. Steve, I just don't know where the time goes. Ooh, Come and Ride the Train was 96.
Quad City DJs.
And isn't that ironic, Steve?
Don't you think?
And the worst Whitney Houston song, Exhale. Shoot, 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 baby.
Was that off Waiting to Exhale?
Yes.
And I remember making the joke at the time of that movie coming out, waiting to exhale and pass out on the floor. I was a fucked up 15-year-old.
You see that? My buddy Josh, the tattoo artist, sent me a picture. It was a crack pipe. It said candlelight vigil for Whitney Houston.
Congratulations, Whitney Houston, for being sober for 12 years.
Exactly. Oh, you got some LL Cool J? Ooh, La Bouche. Be my love. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wanna be my love. Ooh, Name was a single, and I thought Name came out. It did come out in '95. Boy Named Goo came out in '95.
The Google Dolls, not Google.
Name is my favorite song to play live. It's so fun to play. And Who Will Save Your Soul? I don't like that song. Jewel. Her first song.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
My favorite Jewel song is Foolish Games. You remember that one?
No.
In these foolish games.
Are tearing you apart.
Oh my God, it's a great song. That's a good one. Counting Blue Cars came out in '96.
From which Dalla?
Yeah. Name another one without looking it up. Can't. Nope. Me either. There's a lot on here. Oh, The World I Know from Collective Soul. Good. Play that one too. 79. Play that one too. See? All the things. Wonderwall, there you go. Ooh, hell yeah. Busta Rhymes. Woo-ha!
Nice.
Got you all in check. I got that head nod shit that make you break your neck. Woo-ha! He was in what rap group before he went solo? Flip Mode Squad.
I didn't know it was a group. I know we kept saying that.
Yep.
Like, I didn't know that was a group.
That was the group. Yep. Just a girl.
So he must be getting really excited about that new Samsung phone.
Genuine Pony. They played that at our school dance, and like, I think one of the teachers realized what that was about, and she was like looking like that. And it was the teacher that was hot. Jealousy from Natalie Merchant. Jealousy. Yeah, I love Natalie Merchant. I love her voice so much. Tony Braxton's Unbreak My Heart is awesome. That's a good one. I like that one. Okay, so there's a lot of... Get Money. Junior Mafia and Notorious B.I.G. Remember that one? Oh, good Lord. Don't Cry from Seal. Ooh, that's good. I like Seal.
We're back for good by Take That.
Won't you back?
Won't you back?
I said. Who was one of the members who later on had a successful solo career of Take That? Robbie Williams. You know who Robbie Williams is. He's British.
I heard the name, but can't place who this is. Like, is he just trying to ape Robin's name, though?
Hey, he's British, so it doesn't really count.
Same language, bro.
He had a song called Angels, Rock DJ. I don't want to rock DJ. In the video, he was taking off parts of his skin. By the end, it was just a dancing skeleton.
Nope. That sounds pretty amazing.
It was. Angels was on
a surprisingly metal video for a not metal song.
It was fucking fantastic. I was trying to remember which was Party Like a Russian. That's amazing.
What?
Oh, man. What was Robbie Williams' biggest hit? Old Before I Die, Lazy Days, Angels, Let Me Entertain You. Oh, we gotta watch. We're watching this fucking video. I mean, I don't think the sound's on. It's about to be. Oh, God damn it. Come on, man.
For those not, for those only listening, tune in to your YouTubes now.
So he starts taking he takes his clothes off and now he's taking skin. Now he's taking his ass apart.
As you do.
Yes. And by the end, it's just a fucking skeleton. That's a good way to end this show, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we hate to feel like we wasted your time, but we actually did cover some interesting songs and albums on here.
What is it that you think that we do here?
Yeah. Steve's out in pork chops. I'm having a sub from Jersey Mike's for dinner. Steve, you got any parting shots before we depart?
Be really nice if the powers that be could get me an answer.
Hopefully we have you an answer next time, and hopefully it's the answer that we all hope.
That'd be really fun if it happened to pop up sometime during the show, and so far, no good.
Fuck.
But all also, they haven't said no, so there is that.
There is that. All right, 96 is in the books, 97 to come. Well, we're done. He's Steve.
He's still AJ.
And we're done. Bye-bye.
And scene.